Get ready, because today we're traveling across the universe to discover the new characters we'll see in Super Mario Galaxy the movie. And trust me, a lot of these characters are ones you'd never expect. The coolest part is that with each character, we get closer and closer to understanding what might happen in the full movie. So sit back, because this is about to get truly cosmic. Ready? Let's start with the characters that are already officially confirmed. And yes, some of these are gonna change the story completely. The first one is Yoshi. This adorable dinosaur showed up like an Easter egg in the post-credits scene of the first movie, and they clearly added him for a reason. Yoshi isn't just a loyal partner. In the games, he helps Mario reach high places, run faster, and eat enemies like nothing. So imagine him in space! That's definitely gonna be an epic addition to the movie and to the Mario's team. Next, we have one of the most impressive bosses from the Super Mario Galaxy games, Mega Leg, or as the meme translation calls him, Papa Legs. A colossal robot who, in the original game, serves as the guardian of a grand star. And the most important thing, Mega Leg is controlled by Bowser Jr. That tells us Bowser Jr. is gonna have a big role in the movie. He was probably planning to capture Rosalina on his own, but once he found out Bowser, his dad, got captured by Peach, he rushed straight to Earth to rescue him. And speaking of Rosalina, she's also confirmed. She's the Princess of the Stars, protector of the Lumas, and the owner of the Comet Observatory. In the games, Rosalina is practically the mother of the entire universe. And in this movie, she may be the guide who explains to Mario how the cosmos actually work. And the biggest thing here is that we might finally learn more about her origins, or what hidden story Rosalina carries behind her. That alone is gonna be super exciting to watch. But get ready, friends, because this is where things get good. Now we're moving on to the characters that are not officially confirmed yet, but we're 1000% sure they'll appear. And a lot of these are very, very important. Let's start with B. Mario. Oh yeah! This transformation was one of the most iconic ones from the first Mario Galaxy. It lets Mario fly like a bee, climb giant flowers, and cross places that would normally be impossible. And I'll say it straight, if B. Mario isn't in the movies, fans are definitely gonna feel like something's missing. Plus, B. Mario buzzes harder than my phone when I get too many messages. And if B. Mario appears, that means we're seeing the Bee Kingdom. And living there is the Bee Queen, a giant lady who literally measures like 7 Marios stacked together, but talks to you like she's offering you a calm cup of tea. She could be the one who gives Mario the bee mushroom so he can transform. And of course, around her we'll see tons of happy little bees flying everywhere. But now comes a very important reset, friends, because if we talk about space characters, we cannot forget the ones who will definitely appear in the movie, the Lumas. We already met Luma Lee in the first movie, you know, the little star who talked about surprisingly dark things. But in the games, there are many more Lumas, each one with their own personality and abilities. Let's check out why they are so important. First, we've got Baby Luma. In the games, this Luma follows Mario and gives him the ability to spin. It's basically his personal sidekick. In the movie, Baby Luma might join him the moment Rosalina meets Mario. Then we have Yellow Luma, the classic one, the smiling star that always lights the way. We also have the Blue Luma, who might help Mario activate platforms or move objects. The Green Luma is the expert on secrets. It's the one that points out invisible platforms and hidden paths, basically the GPS of outer space. The Red Luma is in charge of tougher challenges. If we see it, it's probably announcing something important. Now get ready, because here comes a character that could instantly become a meme. Lubba, the chubby captain from Super Mario Galaxy 2. Lubba looks more like a cruise ship captain than a space guide, but he always has a fun personality. If he appears, get ready for meme after meme. Next is Polari, the most mysterious Luma of all. In the games, Polari is the one who knows the most about the cosmos. In the movie, he could be the one explaining what's really happening with the grand stars, the comets, and Rosalina's origin. Co-star Luma shows up in the game to let you play in 2-player mode. In the movie, it might appear as a quick Easter egg, maybe blinking next to Mario and Luigi so they can team up to fight Bowser. Luma Lee is actually the shopkeeper. He could give us a funny moment where he trades star bits for something Mario needs. Comet Tico is the one in charge of comets. He might help Mario use the energy of a comet to travel, or maybe even to attack Bowser. And now comes a very special one, the Hungry Luma. This Luma can transform into an entire planet if you feed it enough. Picture this scene, Mario floating in empty space, the Hungry Luma glowing brighter and brighter, and suddenly, boom! A whole planet appears right in front of them. That would be incredible to watch in the movie. Let's not forget the giant Luma, the one that represents huge cosmic events. It could appear at the beginning or the end as a special epic moment. And of course, Dr. Luma. With his tiny doctor's coat and lamp, he could easily be the doctor who treats injured Lumas. But now pay attention, because this is where a character everyone knows shows up, but not the way you think. Bowser! Yes, Bowser will appear, but in the Mario Galaxy video game, he wasn't just Bowser. He was Giant Bowser. And that connects perfectly with the ending of the first movie, where he was shrunk down to a tiny size. So, the most likely explanation is that now he wants a grand star to make himself gigantic again and conquer not just Earth, but the entire universe. And now we enter the territory of the main enemies. Kamella, the Koopa Witch, might play an important role. Some people say she's like the female version of Kamek, though that's not confirmed. Kamek might even try to impress her. You know how it is when someone suddenly wants to show off in front of her crush. Boulder Geist will definitely be Luigi's enemy, because he's the master of scary stuff, and Luigi always ends up in the spookiest galaxies. We'll probably see him in the Ghostly Galaxy. King Kaliente, the lava boss with giant tentacles, could show up on an incredible fire planet. In the games, he throws huge fireballs, so imagine that in a 3D movie. Top Maniac, the spinning boss, could have a fast and funny battle. That boss spins more than I do when someone wakes me up without breakfast. Cosmic Mario and Cosmic Luigi are cosmic energy versions of the heroes that challenge you in the games. In the movie, they could appear as astral forms that test Mario and Luigi's abilities. And if Cosmic Mario appears, we might also see Shadow Mario, since Bowser Jr. already has his magic paintbrush confirmed. But we're not completely sure, because Nintendo might be saving Shadow Mario for a Mario Sunshine movie. Now let's move on to the secondary characters. Captain Toad will appear with his brigade and his ship. The Star Bunnies will help Mario explaining how star bits work. Guillermo, the little robot, could have fun scenes solving puzzles. Which leads us to the secondary enemies. Octoombas, the space version of the Goombas, part octopus. Orkins, the sea orkins we probably saw in the trailer when Peach and Toad flew to the water planet. The jumping spiders will appear in dark areas, probably when Luigi explores a spooky planet. And that's where he also finds Supers, the space bats. The Top Men, minions of the Top Maniac. And finally, one of the most important ones that will change everything forever. Dino Piranha, a huge creature, half dinosaur and half piranha, who in the games breaks out of a giant egg. And since we already saw Petey Piranha in the first movie, during Bowser's wedding, it makes perfect sense to now see the galactic version. And these are all the characters we might see in Super Mario Galaxy the movie. Let me know in the comments, which other character do you think might show up?